Jumping as we leave the dock, come on ladies and gentlemen, give Team Alvin Medica a huge, huge cheer.
It's unbelievable. My expectation was totally different, and I mean it's full of people. It's probably one of the best stopover from that side, and we stop here only for 24 hours. I think the people feels a lot this race here. The city is very nice. Unfortunately, we spent only 2 hours in the city, but looks very, very nice, super nice. And now we have a forecast of very light breeze for the first hour, so it will be absolutely not easy to go away from here, especially for the TSS zones that we have to go through. But then we should get some more pressure from southwest and going on Gothenburg. Not a lot of, like around 10 knots, maximum 12 knots, but looks not too bad.
You know, when we left Lorient, we said this is the beginning of the end. Leaving here, this is the end of the end. You know, this is the last final half leg and our last opportunity for offshore points, overall points, and you know, we got to kind of maintain the position that we're in now. You know, there's some complications associated with that, but you know, there always are. So just going to treat it just like any other leg. Try to maximize our results, sail the best we can, and hopefully the chips fall well for us behind us.
I think we've got a pretty good lead, probably a couple of hours over the next boat. But we're taking none of that for granted. It's light airs predicted, and we've just got to push as hard as we can. If we can stay in front of it, we can extend. If we can't, they're all going to gain. It'll be a close finish. So just trying to get all the little things right and push ahead.
It's a bit of an interesting little situation. I mean, obviously great to be leading in here, but we're about to restart. There's no other boats. We're starting in a harbor, short tacking out a 200-meter wide channel. So a little different than what we're used to, but it's really cool. The crowd's out. Everybody seems to be really into it here, and it's nice to be getting down here in first place. Hopefully we can get our lead back that we had coming in here, and hopefully extend. So last couple days on the boat should be a fun couple days.
No doubt in the back of everybody's mind that the race is almost over, but I think we're all a little bit wound up because we have a 2-hour head start and we don't want to botch this one going into Sweden, but we can only do what the weather allows us to do. So everybody's going to push hard and hopefully we can sail a pretty lonely leg.
So we're going to come off the line on starboard, go offshore till we can lay to go north. Go north, hopefully on one leg, then reach back, and then we have a decision to make about the first TSS, north or south, and it's not an easy decision, and we don't know the answer yet. It's very light as we get out there, so we're still working on that decision. We're going to be focused on doing the best we can. You can't help but wonder where the others are every now and again, but they're starting in such different situations that once we commit ourselves, we just got to focus on that and accept that there'll be compression.
Keep going, boys. Keep coming.
Happy, Albie?
2, 6, up.
I just left and it was just absolutely amazing how many boats and people were lining the shore and the ocean, and now we're 5 miles off the coast and there's still truckloads of boats, and we've just got to try ignore them and focus on the yacht racing and going fast as we can. Mapfree's 3 miles ahead of us, so we got to just work hard and catch them and secure a second place in the Volvo Ocean Race. whistle. Well, the start was just fantastic. I think just with all the power boats and the sailboats out there, that one I think was the best part of all. Of course, if we passed Mafra, that was a bit of a bonus. But just the departure in The Hague was, I think, the best we had during this race. But I think they made a mistake, and I think they wanted to go maybe initially along the Dutch coast, and then Dongfeng was going offshore, we were going offshore, and I think they got cold feet, and then they probably changed their minds, and that's how we passed. If it stays like this, I think we can all be very happy, but still 200 miles to the top of Denmark and then another 60 miles to Gothenburg, so it's far from over because Mafra is only 1.5 miles behind us. And as well, some other boats, CA and Vestas actually cut the corner, so they're still in there as well, so it's far from over.
Ta reconversion dans l'armée, t'y penses?
Ouais, pilote dans l'aéronaval.
Pilote de drone?
Ouais.
Tu veux décollage bien passé?
Ouais, écoute, ça a été...
Maverick,
Tour de contrôle.
Tout porté.
I think Simeon is a sailor. I think he's a movie star. I think he used to be doing, I don't know if it's A or B movies, but he used to be some movies because he's probably the most famous man I've ever seen in Holland. I thought he was just a regular sailor, He'd go out and do a bit of yachting and come back in and takes his sailing gear off. But no. I think he's been doing movies back in this time. I really hope it's been, like real movies, not dirty movies. I don't know. He's kind of like, look at him. Could be both. But he was quite famous. Lots of chicks out in the rips calling his name and like had the phone numbers torn on with the markers. And I'll say he'd be pretty busy when he come back to Holland. Maybe taking up his movie career again.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed. I was only shouting Simeon's name. And what about the rest of us? I thought we were a team. Simeon, what is Trey in Dutch?
Trey.
Yeah. Just Trey. No, they weren't shouting my name then.
What do you have to say for yourself?
For myself?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to see so many friendly people,
Yeah.
It's good to be... Holland is a very friendly country.
What are you trying to say to me?
Oh, it's just when we see people from different countries, we love it. We're very, they bring the sun. As you can see, there's not much around.
We're pretty positive that we can make some gains in this leg and that some opportunities will arise, mostly around the northern tip of Denmark, so we've got to be patient. Having said that, we already got ahead of Azam in the position report last night, so we're not last anymore, so that's good. And we're just waiting for the next one to see how we're doing this morning. We just saw Vestas on the AIS and I think we lost a bit, now we've made some gains, but this next 200 miles is going to be a bit of a drag race, and then our opportunities will come up later on. So we've got to be patient here and sail as fast as we can so that we stay as close as possible to the boats ahead. And then we're pretty positive that something can happen up there, and even all the way into Gothenburg, things can happen. So we're staying focused and motivated, and at the same time we're enjoying it because it's our last leg of the Volvo Ocean Race.
Have a look around, it's actually grey and murky. There is no sun, but it is midsummer. Scandinavia, where we're headed to. You're too bored.
Polar bears and ice.
Yeah, so for some reason the sun goes down late and comes up early. I mean, it's a natural reason. It's not. It didn't get fully dark and it got light quite early, 2 o'clock or something.
What time is it right now in the morning? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, right?
It's 5:25 local time. 3 UTC time.